Good afternoon, traders. Happy Monday. Last day of the month. September was a little bit up and down, not my most favorable month, but we'll do a different video for the monthly recap. Go deeper into the trades each week, all the trades, the lessons, the reports, all of that. Today, I want to just go over today, Monday's trading, the last trading day of the month. My setups were just two trades, not my best setups. My first one I like a lot, higher highs, higher lows. We had a couple people on Austin's stream take the longs on this break of New York VWAP. I do like that a lot because we have the breakout to the bottom. Opening range high has not been hit today. It probably wants to break around 70% of the time. So I do like the longs there. At that point, once we take out the New York VWAP, you can ride that up. A good take profit level. I've said it time and time again at that opening range high because you don't normally just see a break and rip through. Could it? Of course, but how many times we don't know, and you don't know because you don't probably track it. But if you can go into your DRCs and do some markups of how many times it normally breaks that opening range high and how far it normally runs, and you can tell me that's why you're holding them, then fair play to you. But if you don't know how far it normally runs or if it wants to break there and just run, then you're probably just holding on out of greed or hoping. But we did have that midnight opening price above us and that white line there. There's a 78% chance of that being broken, as well as a 70% chance of the double break of the opening range. So I think this first long, that one's super clean because now you have two reasons that it probably wants to go higher. It already took out the bottom of the range. That's checked off. The gap down had already been filled like in the first 10 minutes, 6 minutes of the open. So that's gone. But I don't take that trade from bottom range to top, although it is a nice one. The 15-minute, if you just go to the chart here today, this is the whole view of it. But just the 15-minute today overall, if you go to electronic trading hours, it still was looking potentially, we're talking about up in here, like lower highs, right? We still hadn't really taken anything out yet that was still making lower highs and lower lows since overnight. I didn't fully love the longs yet. Now, we do get a new high of day outside the opening range high. And now at this point, the initial balance high has been set as well. We took that up. And I know it probably only wants to break one side, pulls back to New York. Buyers defend it. Break of high a day. Clean, simple, trending structure. I like this structure a lot. Nice, healthy pullback rather than chasing these small little, whatever you want to call those, not pullbacks in my opinion. But nice clean run up to the midnight price, which was a 78% chance. The next take profit level was yesterday's New York VWAP, which could act as potential resistance or it could just blow right through it. In this case, it didn't just blow right through it. So thankfully, I didn't take anything off, but these two bars came down. Nothing happened. Came back up a second time. I was able to get out and recover a little bit over one R. Not recover. This was the first trade. But then later on, after that long, after the rejection of that yesterday's New York, buyers can't take that high of day. We try to get below New York again, just like we did previous. But this time, buyers didn't take the high day right after and get us back below New York again. Now, it didn't look good for a while as it's holding New York, not invalidated yet. But then buyers do actually step in and take that high day view up just above my head here, but quickly can hold, which feeds the shorts later even more once it comes back below New York. But this big sink down was really just Daddy Powell speaking at 2 o'clock. So thankful that he was speaking in favor of my trade to send the market lower. But you can see from the chart here, lower, and then immediately back higher. So I left a lot of points on the table because I was actually live with Andre, if you guys caught that on Twitter. But big move down, just reversed the whole thing in the afternoon. Last day of the month, last day of the quarter, even though it's only a Monday. Lots of volatility on that to end the month. But those are the two trades today. I think this one's probably the most out of pocket or just not really in my trading plan. In this yellow note here, I even said where it does break the high day, where it would have helped me avoid a loser. I'm normally buying it there. When it breaks that high day view up, we're still trending higher, higher highs, higher lows. We're holding New York. My plan says to buy it there, but I'm in a short currently. So, thankfully, able to squeeze out a winner. But I think if this were to lose and it came back higher, it'd be very easy to say, yeah, why are you shorting that? It's still higher highs, higher lows. We're respecting above New York. Like, what are you doing shorting it? But I also, like I said, mentioned the 15-minute electronic at this point when I'm trying to short it was around, where'd we go? It just happened. Around 2 o'clock when Powell sent it a little bit lower, we're over here. And I still see lower highs, lower lows from yesterday. I know we took out yesterday's low, so we probably want to close the day bearish. Yesterday's low around here. So I still like the potential shorts because the stocks weren't really super bullish. Everything was back below the respected New York VWAP. I still saw lower highs, lower lows. A hold of yesterday's New York. which is why I like the longs or the shorts, excuse me. So that's why I was able to get in that short, which this would be like that signal of me buying it here. I would say if the yesterday's New York wasn't there, I'd probably buy that. Or even if we didn't take out yesterday's low. I mean, to go against what I just said, I like the shorts because we took out yesterday's low. We probably want to close bearish, but we didn't. We looked like we were going to. I moved down, but then we came back higher, actually, end of the day bullish. So that goes against the stats, which is going to happen sometimes. But thankfully, able to squeeze out a win and take 2 wins on the day, call it there. Now, if we look at the daily here, nice on its way to another new all-time high, very close. That's why shorts aren't always the greatest. That I like the longs early this morning off of here because we have higher highs, higher lows. The higher time frame is clearly very bullish. This is our monthly view up in black from the start of September. It'll change over tomorrow, but we're still respecting above that, creeping our way higher. Nothing's making me bearish. So I think this is the smart long. This was the fortunate short that made me some money because of Powell, mostly because of Powell speaking with that volatility. I'm not going to go and pretend I saw this drop coming. That was Powell. I wanted it to come a little bit lower, but not the 30 points that it did. But nice start to a Monday. Clean, simple trades, not asking for more than the break of this yesterday's New York. You can see how well that is respected as a take profit level. And then even on the short side, I had to take profit set in because I wasn't just expecting a massive slide off. Up until this point, we had moved 22 points, top to bottom. Very slow Monday until that power hour, of course. I think we moved another 60. Right, so just very choppy inside this range and then 60 points to end the day. But nice start to the week, end of the month, end of the quarter. Like I said, I'll be live on ASFX TV tomorrow at the open to take some more trades to start off Q4 nice and strong, finish off the week nice and strong, to be back at the desk with vacation last week. But yeah, looking forward to it. I'll have the monthly recap review up sometime tomorrow or Wednesday. But yeah, that was my Monday. Hopefully, have a nice rest of the week. If you always need me, feel free to reach out. DMs are always open. And if not, I'll see you on ASFX TV in the morning. You can click the link in my bio, sign up for a free trial, tune in, ask questions, send markups, receive some feedback, take some trades together. And let's crush it in Q4. All right. Appreciate you. Have a good one.